And I was like, I don't know, man. Maybe I don't go out very often. And at this point, I'm terrified. I'm thinking, okay, this guy's gonna kill me, but my pride is too much, so I can't back down to him. Probably not a smart idea. How's everyone doing today? Welcome back to another Skywars video. Just got back from camping. Had a rough weekend, full of tornadoes, full of mini golf, and full of arguing crackheads. But we're here and I'm ready to play. Also, if you like the pack I'm using today, it is made by my good friend Titanrelicc. I will have the link in the description to it. But I want to start trying out some of his packs because they always look cool. And I thought, it'd be a good way to get the name out because his packs are insane. Something I like about this pack is the eggs. When you're down to one egg, it has one egg, and then when you have multiple eggs, it has like the number of eggs it has. It's really nice. So now I have 2 eggs. I have 1 egg. Isn't that awesome? I wish I had something to get him with, like a bow. But I went camping Saturday morning, and Saturday night was when the real party started. Because, my god, did it tornado bad. I just killed him with an arrow by accident. So we were in our camper, and we heard there was tornadoes coming. Uh-oh, that's not good. Keep getting off track. I gotta get used to it. After I don't film for a few days, I get out of that mood, and I gotta get back into it. But we get to the campsite Saturday morning. We don't really do a lot because we're kind of just setting up. We go out, play some mini golf, do a little bit. So that was all really fun. And then the night is where it gets bad. So there was 2 tornadoes spotted in the state near us, and they were coming our way because every single time we want to go camping, there's always tornadoes. At this point, it's probably 7 p.m. so we're like, oh, it'll be fine. It's not gonna hit us. That was wrong. It dead near killed us. As the night goes on, there's more and more of these alarms kind of going off saying, oh my god, tornadoes, everyone's gonna die. This guy knows what he's doing, actually. I don't want to fight him. Come on. Yeah, that's what happens. So eventually we get to 1 a.m. and these alarms are going crazy, saying that there's now 3 tornadoes. 2 of them are on the track to hit. 1 of them is not even close. So we ended up having to go to this laundromat at the campsite by ourselves at 3 in the morning. We were there from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. because the tornado just kept getting closer, and it was a 50-50 chance. It was either gonna hit us or it was gonna, run to the side of us. That's terrible. And then, the room beside us, this map looks amazing. Look how cool that looks. But in the room beside us, the walls were really thin. And there was some old people sitting in this room where, a bunch of, pipes were, because it was, concrete. But it led into our room and there's no door. So it was, it's really weird. And we could hear them, terrified the whole night. It would thunder and they would scream. Oh, that storm was so miserable to sit there. It didn't end up hitting us. It just kind of kept, teasing us a little bit. Kept, wanting us to think it was going to be there. And just not even come to us. It was so close, though. I'm gonna kill this guy real quick. Oh, maybe I'm not gonna get killed. No, this is my kill. Back off. Please back off. Okay, that's fine. So safe to say, we survived the tornadoes. There was a lot of hail, though, which was really awesome because the hail screwed up our truck and a little bit of the camper with all that big hail. Because it was golf ball sized hail, so it was pretty big. The next day, we went to a theme park, rode all the rides, and it was it was normal. Nothing weird happened until the end of the day, and we're going on the last ride of the day, and we were just gonna go home. We were just done. We said, okay, we spent enough time here. I think it's ready to chill out, go home. Go back to the camper, I mean. This guy's gonna be so annoying. I'm just gonna run. Yep. But we agreed to do one more ride. So as soon as we get to the ride, there's this guy, and he's going berserk. So it's just me and one other person, and this dude is going berserk. He's talking to this girl. He looks like a crackhead. He's a real skinny dude in a wife beater, with a bunch of tattoos on his arm. He's got a few scars on his face. And lucky us, we get to stand right next to him, because, that's just how these things go, especially with me. I'm just the most lucky person in the world. So we have to stand right next to this guy, and it's it's in a line. He saw us coming. We can't back out. We should have backed out and came back, waited for a few people to go in front of us, but no one was going on the ride, which was so annoying. Oh, that's even more annoying. At least the sky looks cool. So we're standing next to this guy in line. I'm trying to keep my distance. My friend, they're wanting to keep their distance as well. And this guy starts talking to the girl he's with. He's like, have you ever tried to sell organs in the black market? I know how to cut organs and make them where you can sell them on the black market. Do you not remember that I was a paramedic for 9 years and I was a firefighter for 8 years? And he's going on about this. And then he wants to bring me into the conversation. And I'm not wanting any part of this. I want to stay away from this guy. This guy is a red flag and I don't want to get killed. I don't want to get shot in this theme park or strangled by this maniac who's probably on crack, heroin, and might have gonorrhea. We have no idea. And then he looks at my face and he starts pointing at me. He's like, your face is priceless, man. And I'm like, yeah, it probably is. You're talking about strangling people and cutting their organs out, and I said that to him. I probably shouldn't have. That's just kind of what came to mind, and I said it. And then he's like, yeah, man, but I'm just saying it because, people, it gets a rise out of people. He's like, I think it's funny trying to play off what he said. There's no playing that off. After you say you know how to rip someone's organs out, you're not normal. You're weird. You're a weirdo, and people want to stay away from you. Hence me wanting to get away, but it just kept going, and there was nothing I could have done. He has a bunch of these, tattoos on his arm, so I'm like, hey, what do the tattoos mean? Because, obviously, if he keeps trying to talk to me, I'm gonna be asking him this crap. I just served him bacon and eggs. He's just gonna stand there and wait. I hate when people do this so much. I'm just gonna have to, jump in and see what I can do. Because he's just gonna spam me. I'm just gonna have to jump to the center. Oh, I'm not gonna make that jump. Got him. Okay, finally that guy's done. I was almost done right there, oh my gosh. But the guy keeps talking to me, and I'm trying to be friendly, because this guy's a maniac. So I ask him about his tattoos. What a terrible idea. So he's got, bears and crap on his arm, and a bunch of, bullets and scars. He's got a tattoo of some hickeys on his neck. What a great tattoo idea. Why would you do that? He said that the hickeys were from his friend he was with. He's like, her mom gave them to me, and I wanted her to forget. And she's over here defending this, and she's like, yeah, that is why. I'm wanting to say, why would you do that? That's the dumbest thing ever, but I don't, because I'm just such a nice guy. And I don't want to get shot by this complete maniac. What a great play by me. I fell down. Now he's going to be up there. I want to see if he's going to drop. I don't think he's going to drop. I will steal his arrow, though. He also has a bunch of different bullets tattooed on these arms, sprinkled in. And he's like, each bullet was a suicide attempt. And he's got all these suicide attempts on his arm. And then at the top, he's got a noose. And I didn't even ask what that meant, because I just felt like I knew. Bye, buddy. I want to get away. I'm done with you. Turns out the noose was from his dad, and he's like, my dad tried to strangle me when I was 18, but I survived. And I was like, oh, that's not good. I'm glad you're okay. And then he asked me where I lived, and I wasn't gonna give him the real area where I lived. So I was like, I live about east. I don't really know what this guy was doing. I said, oh, I live up around east, and he's like, oh, where at? And I just named a random town I know is up east. He's like, that's East Central. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, then why'd you say East Central? And I was like, I don't know, because who says East Central? Because I'm not wanting to back down to the dude, because he's just a complete idiot. I don't want to give him this. I should have just kept my mouth shut, but I kept going. He's like, why don't you say East Central? And I was like, 'cause it's the same thing. East and East Central is the same thing. Why does it matter? And then he asked me about a river, and he's like, do you know where that river's at? And I was like, no, because obviously I don't live there. And he's like, well, if you live there, how do you not know about the river? And I was like, I don't know, man. Maybe I don't go out very often. And at this point, I'm terrified. I'm thinking, okay, this guy's gonna kill me, but my pride is too much, so I can't back down to him. Probably not a smart idea. Oh, this is my win. Good game, brother. So finally, after a little bit of him cussing at me about not knowing a river that I apparently should have known, he quits rambling because I changed the subject. And then he starts telling me if I ever want a tattoo to go up and get his dude Ruby. That was his literal name, Ruby. He said, go get Ruby. He's like, he's cheap. And he's like, tell him you know me. I don't remember what he says the name was. It was something weird. He's like, tell him you know me. He's like, he'll give you a discount. And I was like, oh, thanks. Thanks, dude. That's really awesome. And as soon as that conversation ended, I did not even look at him. I was wanting to get as far away as I could. At this point, this had been going on for 45 minutes. Because rides are bad. You gotta wait in those long lines. And it's Memorial Weekend, so the lines were even worse. He also told me that he was from a psychward, or his girlfriend said he's from a psychward, and he's like, it's actually called a madhouse, but I think they just kept me in there because I'm so nice. And I don't know what was the truth and what was lies. It feels like all of it was lies. But the scars on his face were real. So I have no idea what was real and what was fake. We got to the front of the line, and we're 5 people from getting on the ride. And this is the day after the tornado hit, or almost hit the area. And we hear, attention riders. The ride will be temporarily closed from a lightning spotting to the northwest. And we waited an hour in this line for this ride, dealing with this maniac. My friend didn't even help me out. I don't blame her. I wouldn't have helped me out either. This was my fault. But I wanted to keep going because I wanted to see how far I could push it without getting assaulted by this drug addict, which was probably not a smart idea. So literally all I got out of it was a goofy story. So we didn't get to ride the ride after waiting all that time. And then we get outside the ride, and my parents are like, hey, you guys want to stay? And we're like, no. And they're like, why not? You can still ride other rides. And I'm like, all the rides are outside. There was lightning spotted 10 miles away, and there's a tornado approaching for the second time. And you're not getting me in that laundromat for another 3 hours like you did last night, I'm staying in the camper, and I'm going to get sucked up by the tornado, and I'm gonna die before I go back. The tornado missed us yet again. It just kept edging us. It was so annoying. I'm 0-2, undefeated. But that's about how my weekend went. Also, be looking out for my second channel, KoldasIce Live. I'll put the link in the description. I'm gonna start posting live highlights, all that great stuff. There should be one out today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. It depends on how long it's going to take to get done. That'll be in the link in the description. Also, if you want the texture pack I used, link in the description. I'll leave the original video and the link directly to the file so you can download it. Looks really cool. Looks really nice. Love the sky as well. But anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Join the Discord. Become a member today for the low price of $1. I was thinking about making a tier that was $500 because that's the highest you can go, because I thought that would be funny. But I'm scared that someday someone's actually gonna buy that. I would feel really bad if someone bought a $500 tier and didn't get anything, because you literally get nothing from my membership. I just wanted to do it so people could get some emojis in the live streams back when I used to do live streams all the time because people wanted it. Yeah, once again, thanks for watching. I'm gonna end it right here. You're awesome. You should feel awesome. And yeah, I got nothing else to say, so peace.